Taurus, if you are hearing this message today, August 20th, 2026, take a moment and allow yourself to truly listen. There are days when the universe seems to place a message directly in front of you because something inside your heart is finally ready to understand it. Today is one of those days. You have been carrying emotions, responsibilities, expectations, and perhaps even disappointments that you rarely speak about. You may look calm on the outside, but deep inside, there are questions you have been asking yourself for a long time. Why did certain things happen? Why did certain people leave? Why have some dreams taken so long to materialize? Taurus, today is not about finding someone to blame. It is about understanding what these experiences have taught you and deciding what you are no longer willing to carry into your future. You are naturally someone who values stability, loyalty, and security. When something matters to you, you don't give up easily. You stay, you try, you wait, and you often give people more chances than they realize. But sometimes that beautiful loyalty can become a burden when you continue holding on to something simply because you once believed in it. Today, you are being reminded that letting go does not mean that you failed. It means you finally understand what deserves your energy and what does not. Some doors close because they were never meant to become your permanent home. Some relationships change because both people are meant to grow in different directions. And some delays happen because life is quietly preparing you for something more suitable. There is a deep emotional cleansing surrounding you today. You may suddenly remember something from the past that you thought you had already moved beyond. Don't be frightened by that feeling. Sometimes an old memory returns not because you are meant to relive it, but because you are finally strong enough to look at it differently. Give yourself a peaceful moment. Listen to calming music, breathe slowly, spend some quiet time alone, or simply step away from the constant noise of everyday life. You don't need to force yourself to forget anything. You only need to acknowledge what you feel and allow yourself to release what no longer belongs in your present. Taurus, there may also be several choices appearing around you today. One option may feel safe because it is familiar, while another may feel uncertain but exciting. Your natural instinct may be to choose what gives you immediate security, and there is nothing wrong with wanting stability. But ask yourself whether you are choosing something because it truly makes you happy or because you are afraid of change. Fear can disguise itself as comfort. Sometimes the thing we call security is simply a habit we are afraid to leave behind. Today, trust yourself enough to consider what genuinely aligns with the person you are becoming. This message is especially important in matters of love. If you have been hoping for a meaningful connection, you may have experienced moments when you questioned whether someone could truly understand you. Perhaps you have been disappointed before, and because of that, you have become more careful about opening your heart. Taurus, there is nothing wrong with being careful, but don't allow past experiences to convince you that every future connection will end the same way. Your heart deserves the opportunity to experience something healthier, more honest, and more peaceful. If you are thinking about someone from your past, remember that nostalgia and genuine compatibility are not always the same thing. Before allowing an old connection back into your life, look at what has actually changed. Has the situation changed? Have you changed? Has the other person changed? If the answer is yes, there may be something worth understanding. But if the same patterns remain, protect your peace. You deserve a relationship built on mutual respect, honesty, patience, and emotional security. Imagine a shooting star crossing a dark sky tonight. As you picture it, allow its light to represent the part of your life where you most need hope. It could be love, money, education, family, confidence, or your future. Instead of focusing only on what is missing, allow yourself to feel gratitude for what you already have. Gratitude does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means recognizing that your life already contains things worth appreciating while you continue moving toward what you want. Taurus, your future is not a punishment for your past. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to make different choices. You are allowed to change your priorities. And you are allowed to walk away from situations that repeatedly disturb your peace. Your journey is your own, so don't compare your timing with someone else's. What appears late in your life may arrive at exactly the right moment for you. Before we continue, remember that this is a general reading, and not every part of it will necessarily describe your exact circumstances. Some messages may feel deeply connected to your current life, while others may not resonate with you. Take the parts that speak to your heart and leave the rest peacefully. Your intuition matters, and you know your own story better than anyone else. If this message is already resonating with you, take a moment to support the channel with a like and stay until the end, because there are important messages ahead concerning your love life, finances, work, family, energy, and personal growth. The numbers connected with your energy today are 28 and 75. Keep them in mind because they may appear around an interesting conversation, an unexpected opportunity, or simply become meaningful personal reminders. Your supportive color today is light blue, bringing an energy of calmness, emotional clarity, and peaceful thinking. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, imagine that soft blue energy surrounding you and reminding you that you don't have to solve everything at once. There is another important message for you today. Taurus, don't underestimate the value of time. Money can be earned again, possessions can be replaced, and circumstances can change, but moments with people you love cannot be recreated. If there is someone in your family you have been meaning to speak with, don't keep postponing it. If there is an apology that needs to be given, consider giving it. If someone deserves to hear that you appreciate them, tell them. Sometimes a simple conversation can repair a distance that has existed for much longer than necessary. A younger person may also approach you today looking for advice or guidance. Could be someone in your family, someone at school, or simply a younger person who respects your experience. You may not realize how much your words can influence someone. Your own experiences, including the difficult ones, have given you knowledge that another person may need. Speak honestly but gently. Sometimes the right words at the right moment can stay in someone's memory for years. You are also entering a period of greater clarity. Things that once seemed confusing may begin to make more sense. You may finally recognize certain people's true intentions, understand why a previous opportunity disappeared, or realize why a particular plan never worked. This clarity may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is ultimately freeing. You cannot make the right decisions if you refuse to see reality as it is. Today, allow yourself to see people and situations without the filter of old expectations. Justice is also a powerful theme around you. Something that previously felt unfair or unbalanced may slowly begin moving toward resolution. You don't necessarily need to force the outcome. Sometimes the best thing you can do is remain calm, make honest choices, and allow circumstances to reveal themselves naturally. Taurus, your strength has always been your ability to endure, but today you are learning that patience should not mean silently accepting everything. The star appears as an important symbol in your reading, bringing hope, healing, renewal, and faith. You may have gone through a period where you wondered whether things would ever become easier. The star says that the light is returning. It may not arrive all at once, but small signs of progress can begin appearing. You may feel more hopeful, more emotionally balanced, or simply more willing to believe that your future can be different from your past. Then comes the Ace of Cups, bringing a beautiful emotional beginning. For some Taurus individuals, this may represent a new connection. For others, it may represent reconciliation, forgiveness, a heartfelt conversation, or simply the feeling that your heart is becoming open again. If someone sincere enters your life, don't judge them entirely through the mistakes of people who came before them. Give yourself time to observe their actions. Real affection is shown through consistency, not just words. The Emperor brings structure and stability into your life. This is especially meaningful for Taurus because you naturally value security. The message here is to build rather than rush. If a relationship is beginning, allow it to develop naturally. If you are working toward a goal, create a realistic plan. If you are making an important decision, Don't let one emotional moment determine your entire future. Your strength becomes much greater when your patience is combined with clear boundaries and thoughtful decisions. The Six of Wands brings recognition, progress, and a sense of victory. Something you have been quietly working toward may begin receiving attention. People may notice your effort. You may receive encouragement, appreciation, or confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. But remember that your greatest victory may not be something other people can see. It may simply be the moment you realize that something that once hurt you no longer controls you. That is a powerful form of freedom. The Ace of Wands adds creative and motivating energy. You may suddenly feel inspired to start something new, improve an existing project, learn a skill, or approach your future differently. Follow that inspiration, but don't overwhelm yourself. Your body and mind need balance. If you have been worried about your well-being, don't allow fear to grow silently. Speak with someone you trust and seek appropriate guidance when necessary. Listen to your body, rest when you need to, and remember that caring for yourself is not selfish. In your work, studies, or future career, today encourages you to become curious again. Routine can sometimes make you forget how much potential you actually have. Try a new approach. Learn something. Read, practice, ask questions, or explore a subject that genuinely interests you. The knowledge you gain today may become useful much later. You never know which small skill will eventually open a larger door. Financially, the energy around you is encouraging, but it also asks for patience. You may see an opportunity connected with money, work, creativity, or a future project. Don't rush simply because you are excited. Look carefully at the details. Long-term stability is more important than a quick result. If there have been financial misunderstandings or burdens around you, they may begin becoming clearer. You may find a better way to organize your resources or discover a new possibility for improving your situation. Trust your judgment, but always think carefully before making important financial decisions. In love, Taurus, honesty remains your strongest message. If you are in a relationship, don't assume your partner knows what you are feeling. Speak. Share your concerns, your hopes, and even your uncertainties. A strong relationship does not require two perfect people. It requires two people who are willing to communicate honestly and respectfully. If you are single, don't believe that your happiness has to wait until someone enters your life. This is a powerful time to reconnect with yourself. Do the things that make you feel alive. Spend time with people who appreciate you. Learn, laugh, create, explore, and allow yourself to enjoy your own company. When you know your own value, you become much better at recognizing people who respect it too. You may also feel more social than usual today. If you have been staying inside your comfort zone, consider trying something different. A new environment, a new conversation, or a new activity could introduce you to people you would never normally meet. If you are hoping for a stable and meaningful relationship in the future, being open to new experiences can create opportunities naturally. Family energy is also important today. A misunderstanding may begin to soften. Someone may finally be willing to listen. A simple act of kindness could change the atmosphere in your home. Taurus, you often show love through actions rather than words, but sometimes people need to hear the words too. Tell the people you care about that they matter. Don't assume they already know. Your energy may fluctuate throughout the day. You may begin slowly and become more motivated as the day continues. Don't force yourself to operate at maximum speed from the beginning. Some days require action, while other days require patience and recovery. Today asks you to find the balance between both. There is also something beautiful about your memories today. Some experiences from your past may no longer feel like wounds. They may simply become reminders of how much you have grown. You can remember without returning. You can appreciate what a person taught you without needing that person back in your life. You can honor your past while still choosing your future. Be consistent with yourself. Let your actions match your words. Don't promise things you cannot deliver, And don't pretend to feel something you don't. People notice inconsistency, but more importantly, you feel it inside yourself. When you live according to your truth, your inner strength becomes stronger. If you are a student, there may be encouraging possibilities ahead involving education, scholarships, new experiences, or even a future change of environment. Your previous efforts matter. Every challenge you have overcome has taught you something. If one plan doesn't work exactly as expected, don't immediately call it failure. Sometimes life redirects you because another path is better suited to you. And now, Taurus, let's look at the 3 signs that may bring especially positive energy into your day. First is Aquarius. With Aquarius energy, you may experience an interesting exchange of ideas and perspectives. They may help you see a situation differently and create a connection that becomes meaningful in an unexpected way. Second is Taurus itself, because another Taurus may understand your need for stability and patience better than most people. Together, you may recognize the value of trust, loyalty, and consistency. And third is Sagittarius. Sagittarius energy can bring encouragement, movement, and unexpected support. Someone connected with this sign may offer help or encouragement exactly when you need it. Don't be afraid to accept support when it is offered sincerely. Taurus, as we come to the end of today's message, remember this above everything else. You are not behind. You are not too late. Your story is not ruined because certain things took longer than you expected. You have been learning, growing, healing, and becoming stronger in ways that other people may never see. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not have the final word over your future. You are allowed to release old pain. You are allowed to choose peace. You are allowed to change direction. You are allowed to open your heart again when you feel ready. And you are allowed to expect something better without feeling guilty for wanting it. Today, choose honesty over fear, patience over pressure, and self-respect over settling. Pay attention to the small signs of progress. A conversation, a new idea, an unexpected opportunity, or simply a peaceful feeling inside your heart may be showing you that you are moving into a different chapter. If this message resonated with you, support the channel with a like and subscribe for more daily readings and predictions. Take a deep breath, Taurus, and remember that the life you are building does not have to look like the life you have already lived. Something new can begin when you finally make room for it. Your future is still unfolding, and the next chapter may be far more beautiful than you currently imagine.